card tubers, Diego here. Welcome into a special. This is my fantasy baseball special where I have my break for fantasy baseball. Basically, the winners for weeks 5 through 8 got into a break, and it has some pretty cool stuff. I know the main event or the blaster was Topps Stadium Club, so you guys can see some of those cards. This is really a video that I thought was worth putting onto my channel for archiving, and then also make available for everybody to see, because some people enjoy watching packs open and see what's inside. So this will definitely quench that thirst if you have that. Right now, fantasy-wise, I'm not doing too great, but I did get some teams in this one. I hope you guys can sit back and enjoy. It's a 20-minute video, so I hope you, like I said, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay? Thanks for watching.
Alright guys, like I said, we're going to be doing our prize break for fantasy baseball. Today we're going to be opening up some 2024 Topps Stadium Club, and then I have a Throwback Repack from something that I made a while back, back in my Common and Base Sports Cards days, and my Throwback Staxx Repack. All cards in poor to fair condition, second-hand repackaged. Fair warning. We have a Topps Attax pack. Got a Fleer 1993, 1991, and the 2003 Chronicles to add to this break here with this Topps Stadium Club. So hopefully you guys will get some cards, but before we do that, we have to see who's going to get what cards. What team do you get? Let's see. Here's my fantasy list. These are the top scorers of the week 5 through week 8 was Steve and Dave, or aka Mordecai. Those two guys would go Steve, then David, then Steve, then David in scoring the highest. David had to get the first pick because, well, he got the highest of those 4 weeks. Nice. I wish I was still playing softball, Jared. I kind of took a break from it because I just can't get out there. Now that I have 3 kids at home, it's harder for the wife to let me out and go play. And the kids are just too small to let them be out there in the park waiting for me. Get back to this. On week 5, for week 5, Steve will get the Mets. For week 6, Mordecai will get the Cubs. For week 7, Steve got the Baltimore Orioles, and then Mordecai, aka Dave, got the Angels for his week 8 win. Those two guys got to pick the teams that they wanted. Everybody else at the bottom of this will get a random team, and random teams I put it in the randomizer. And what I did this time for this break, I went from the Washington Nationals down to the Arizona Diamondbacks in this one. Usually I go alphabetical order, in ascending order. This time I went in descending order for this break. So we're going to randomize it 7 times and see what we get. See what teams you get. And I'll read them off after we do it. Here's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7. There goes 7 times. And we have the Minnesota Twins. The Minnesota Twins down to the Houston Astros. Let's see who gets what. Copy this list into this list here. Paste it. Okay, we have Joe Griever getting the Twins. We have Nick Fusco getting the Toronto Blue Jays. You know what? Yeah, I'll leave it like that. Jared will get the Texas Rangers. Joe Griever will have the Phillies. Jared will get the Padres. Actually, Jared, you're doing really good with this year. James will be getting the White Sox. David will be getting the Nationals. Joe will be getting the Dodgers. Steve will get the Giants. Nick will get to add the Reds in. Dave will get the Yankees. Jared, you will get the Rockies. Joe will get the Cardinals. I will get some Tigers cards. Mike will get the Boston Red Sox. Bobby will get the Tampa Bay Rays. Nick will get the Seattle Mariners. Steve will get the Arizona Diamondbacks. Jared will get the Pittsburgh Pirates. Nick Fusco will get the Miami Marlins. David will get the Royals. Steve will get the Braves. Joe will get the Guardians. I will get the Athletics. Mike will get the Brewers. And the Houston Astros will go to Victor Negron. Yeah, man. Like, Steve's not doing that hot either. Although he is coming back. You might want to watch him. He's been the top scorer for 2 weeks of week 5 through 8. So he's coming back with a vengeance, I guess. Trying to get that last playoff spot. Alright guys, so that's our list for right now. Let's see if I can close this window right here. And I'm going to close this window right here so that we can see the full screen and get to this rip. Good luck everybody and try and get in some packs. Oh. Alright, we're going to start off with the Chronicles. We'll do that first since this is a newer pack. Only 5 cards in this pack. We have Kevin Pareda for the New York Yankees. Dylan Lesko for the Padres. Caden Wallace for the Kansas City Royals. Nick Gonzalez for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And Chase DeLauder for the Cleveland Indians. Or Guardians, I'm sorry. Guardians. Let's look at some Leaf Studio cards. The puzzle piece will stay here. We got, for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Bill Landrum. Then we have Glenn Davis. Larry Anderson. Eric Davis, Lenny Dykstra, Tom Candiotti. Looks like he moved his hand to make the ball have that throwing effect. Ora Hershiser, Rex Hudler for the Cardinals, Roger Clemens, and Warren Cromartie. Everybody needs a Warren Cromartie card, right? 1993 Fleer. Like I said, when I do my throwback break, I like to have those old packs in there just to go through them. Alright, let's see what we have for 1993 Fleer. We got Terry Leach for the White Sox. Dennis Boucher for the Colorado Rockies. Darren Dalton for the Phillies. We have Tim Tuffle for the Padres. He is followed by Mike Munoz for the Tigers. Pat Rapp for the Marlins. Wait, there was 2 cards on there. Joe Orzelak for the Orioles. Alejandro Peña for the Braves. Dave Stewart for the Athletics. Tommy Green for the Phillies. We have Dan Plesac for the Brewers. Henry Rodriguez for the Dodgers. For the California Angels, Steve Fry. Roberto Kelly for the Cincinnati Reds. And Juan Gonzalez for the Blue Jays. Go to a Topps Attax. These are like a game card, but still pretty cool to see the stars on there. We have Placido Palanco for the Phillies. Austin Jackson for the Tigers. Jay Bruce for the Reds. And we have a foily, Carlos Santana. Felix Hernandez for the Seattle Mariners. Cole Hamels for the Phillies. The Rogers Center for the Blue Jays. Paul Konerko for the White Sox, Josh Willingham for the Athletics, Dan Uggla for the Braves, Ian Stewart for the Rockies, and Adam LaRoche for the Washington Nationals. Let's see what I put in this throwback repack. Maybe like 4 years ago or 5 years ago I made these things. We got 2 cards in here. 2 relics. We have Greg Maddux on the Spectrum for the Padres. Greg Maddux, the Hall of Famer. And then we have a Manny Ramirez for the for the LA Dodgers. Although he's in the Boston uniform. For the LA Dodgers, we have Manny Ramirez on a nice relic card. 2 relic cards there inside my throwback repack. And then let's see what's in this one. This one was the one that the silver ones used to be in the ones that used to come in the box for a throwback break. And these are some Bowman Chrome from 1998. 1998 Bowman Chrome. We have guys like Rod Beck on this one. Moises Alou for the Astros. Brett Saberhagen for the Red Sox. Chris Purcell for the Cubbies. Steve Woodard for the Milwaukee Brewers. That's the one with the variation of the map in the background, like where he's from. Eric Milton for the Minnesota Twins. We have Ralph Millard for the Mets. Rafael Medina for the Marlins. Nelson Lara also for the Marlins. And a Kenny Lofton for the Cleveland Guardians. I have to say Guardians now. Okay, now it's time for the main event, which is the 2024 Topps Stadium Club. My little pocket knife. I like this little Swiss little army knife here. It's the one that I use to open my mail. With some packs, and I'll probably be shipping out all the cards at the. I don't know. I might send out these cards sooner than later. So I'll be talking to you about updating your addresses. If you're watching the video, just send me a private message just to let me know that your address is the same or if it changed. Actually, more so if it changed. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs here. 5 cards in each pack. Good luck to everyone. Hopefully you get something good or something you like to have. We have a Rafael Devers, followed by a Stan Musial, followed by a Lars Nootbaar, and a Topps Cody Senga for the Mets. And we got a red George Springer. Next pack. We got Freddie Peralta, Christian Yelich, Roger Hornsby. We got Bobby Witt Jr., Chief Fantasy Professionals. That's pretty cool. And then Tanner Bigby on the black. I think that's a black. And for those of you who just don't know, just know me from Facebook and the Facebook group, I also have a YouTube channel called Sports Card D-tor. That's why the background's there. So if you ever want to check it out, feel free to do so. We have Masutaka Yoshida for the Boston Red Sox. Corbin Burns for the Orioles. Wilson Contreras for he's the Cardinals, right? Yeah, he's the Cardinal. Yuri Perez on the Stadium Club, and Jose Berrios is our red. So it looks like Toronto will have all the reds. There's usually like one team that has all the color red. Tristan Casas with those bubble weights, they crack me up. Devin Williams. Albert Pujols, that's a really nice card there. Sonny Gray. And like a sepia card of Cole Reagans on it with green foil. That's pretty cool for Kansas City. I might take this recording and put it on there on the YouTube channel just to do it. We have Andrew McCutchen. William Contreras for the Brewers. Nolan Arenado. Topps Stadium Club Chrome of Everson Pereira. Then we have a Matt Chapman red. So I was wrong. It's not just all Toronto. We have a giant that's in red, Matt Chapman. That's that. Jarren Duran. I have this card. I really like this card because of the flag in the background. I think it's really cool. Then we have Rafaela. Sam Frelick, rookie. Albert Pujols on the Power Pack. And then Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the red. 2 packs to go for this prize break. Hope you guys enjoy it, and make sure that you try and get your wins in. Next week we'll be doing the little side. I don't want to say side bet. The little side action of like a rotisserie style play where you've got to pick like 6 players to try and win in a couple categories, and then if you have the most points in that category, you know, or if you get the most run, like let's say if we're doing runs, if you have the most runs, you would get the 8 points, and then if you are in second place or tied with second place, you would get 6.5 points or 7, and so on and so forth. So whoever adds up to have the most points at the end of it ends up winning a pack. So that starts this week on Monday. So have your teams ready for that. Hopefully you guys can score a lot of runs or score a lot and try and win a little prize pack from me. I'll put that inside your package here, and then yeah, then it's just regular week. Just try and be a winner, and you get to be in the prize break basically. If you're losing, guess what? Chances are you won't be in the prize break. Here we got Joe Mauer for the Twins. Got a Paul Goldschmidt with the Cardinals. We got Nolan Gorman, also for the Cardinals. Sammy Sosa on the Topps Stadium Club Chrome, and a Sandy Koufax on the red. That's really nice to have in red. Last pack. We have Wilmer Abreu, rookie card. Kirby Puckett, the Hall of Famer. Mason Wynn, rookie. We got a Jackson Holiday for the Orioles. This is like a 3-card set. Like basically it's a middle one that has the same curvature. And then there should be 3 parts to this thing. This is like the ending part. Here's Jackson Holiday. And then our last card of this break is Nick Castellanos for the Phillies in a nice red. That's a really cool card right there. I like that card. Of course, I'm a Philly fan, so that's why. All right, guys, so that is the break. I thank you very much for participating in the Fantasy Baseball League. So hopefully you guys are enjoying your time there. Hopefully you guys remember to update your rosters and everything, so that way you can try and win. A win is important on a week-to-week basis, even if you can't get into the playoffs. You still could win a couple things, while you're out there. So don't just think that you're playing for just the whole, to try and win the whole thing. You're also playing on a week-to-week basis, so that way it always keeps it interesting. Especially if you like baseball cards, you get to win some baseball cards. Well, guys, again, thank you so much for your support through the Facebook group and also the Fantasy Baseball. And I'll see you next time.
Well, thanks a lot for looking and listening, folks. I enjoyed being with you. So long, everybody.